The Akashic Records are your birthright, a powerful tool gifted to you by your Creator to enhance your soul journey. If you haven't been taking advantage of this amazing resource, now would be a great time to start. Hi, Stella. What can I help you with?
Hi, Deborah. This is my first time with you today, and I feel like I'm in transition. Don't know where I'm going and what I'm doing. Feel like I've got a new guide. And one thing that has come up over the last 3 months is Akashic Records. And somebody said that to me last week, and I thought, that's it, I've got to go and do something, look at Akashic Records. And she told me, I think she's on the chat actually, she's called Karen. And she told me about you. So I registered my details with you, and that's why I'm here today. But I don't know why, I just know that I need to do something with Akashic Records.
Yeah. Well, legend has it that when you're ready for the Akashic Records, they connect with you.
Right.
So that's the wonderful news. You're ready.
Yes.
So it's the record of your soul since you were created. So it's a powerful tool that was given to you by your Creator to use on your soul journey to help you. So it's about connecting with your guides, your records, getting information, asking for insight, for wisdom, for guidance, knowing that you have this inner circle of guides who are right there at your elbows all the time. They never leave you. So you can ask them for help anytime you like. Getting into the records takes a little practice, some faith and trust, because when you first start doing it, you might hear things and think you're crazy and dismiss it as your ego. Often we do that, and very often it's not ego, it's our guides or who are trying to talk to us. But we don't know that, so it takes practice to get to that space. So if you haven't already read my book, I recommend that's a great place to start because it starts with the basics and leads you through. There is an access prayer to get into the records, and there's a meditation that goes with it to help you get into that energetic space of receiving. Know that when you first start, you might get just a teeny tiny little something, and that's okay. Something is where you start. And then through regular meditative practice, you will be able to connect and get more. And when I say meditative practice, that doesn't mean you have to sit and go om and be totally silent for an hour. What that means is just 2 to 5 minutes a day of stilling yourself, doing some deep breathing, just asking your guides to connect with you. And then when you go about your day, pay attention. You might see symbolism like in nature or animals or repeating numbers, a lot of people see. When you see those things, make note of them, write them down, Google the symbolism of those things to find out what the answer is. Because connecting and getting the messages from our guides sometimes takes a little work. We've got to translate what we're getting. So they will use symbolism to help us to understand. They'll do whatever they can to get the message across to us. So it's like last time somebody was seeing a red-tailed hawk and there was a big message there about vision and paying attention, going out and being more expansive in the world. So whatever you're seeing that's kind of repetitive and it catches your attention, make note of it. Assume it's a message from your guides. Go find out what it is. Dive into it. Doing this is a perfect way to get started because it will help give you confidence that you can do it. Everybody has the ability to access their records. It's a muscle, just like exercise. You've got to build that muscle, strengthen it, and you will get to the point. But like that baby, you've got to crawl before you start running. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, I do know what the Akashic Records are. What I wasn't sure is whether I'm supposed to be doing something, looking into my Akashic Records and practicing the meditations and so on to do that, or whether I was meant to be doing it with other people. So I just thought, well, I'll come with an open mind and see what happens there, because I feel like I am moving into the new, so I need to be open to receiving new gifts or, doing new things.
Yeah. So first explore them for yourself. See how that feels. And when you're in that energy, if it feels really exciting and wonderful and like you could do this the rest of your life and be happy, then pretty good sign you might want to do it for other people. So you first do it for you. Get it going. Always feeling your way through the experience, because the prime directive from Creator is to come into this third dimensional experience, have a great time, Find what feeds your soul and do it.
Yes.
Expand your consciousness. That's all. There's no supposed to do this or supposed to do that. It's do what feeds your soul. When you figure out what that is, do more of it.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. Can you help me with the name of my new guide? I keep being told I've got a new guide.
Okay. Is there a guide for Stella who would like to identify themselves? Something with purple, being very playful. And I'm hearing like, purple passion flower and, the purple people eater and just being silly and throwing out all this stuff. So if you just want to call them purple, that's fine.
Yeah.
Allow them to be expressive because, we in our third dimensional reality like to label things with names. The guides don't necessarily care about names because when they work on our behalf, they work as a collective. So they very often will stand back and say, call us whatever you want, because it's not just one guide. It's the collective that are all working together to help you. So they're helping us to understand that, that bigger picture and not just limit it to one guide. You've got a massive team that's helping you. But if you want to label one of them and, be on first name basis, you can call them purple.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. My work is all about empowering people through the Akashic Records. That's why I created the course, Learning to Read the Akashic Records. If you're ready to access the treasure trove of information in your Akashic Records, click the link in the description below and let's get you moving forward faster on the path to enlightenment and empowerment. See you there.